Interesting, as I literally did not have my hands on the controller at the time. Welcome back. We are us, and this is Steelrising. Now I'm assuming that we're completely done here. Let's see. Yeah, this is where we need to go. Right? Yeah, the flag is the one that tells me it's the... Yeah, this is where we go. I really don't know what's doing that. Okay. Wait, where is it? Okay. I think we can go this way. Come on, give me that sweet, sweet back knee. I hit the button, but it didn't attack. Oh, thank goodness I actually had a weapon that could parry. That would have been embarrassing. Mildly annoying and embarrassing. Hey, buddy. I missed you too. Dang it. Oh dear, I do believe I have made a mistake. There we go. Wait, nope, this is a dead end. Ow. Oh, hey there. Oh. Oh dear. Huh. Okay. So how exactly do we get out there? This will give us some breathing room. I seriously don't remember how to get out of here. I know it's not straight ahead. Right? I'm almost certain that it isn't. Feels like I'm forgetting something. That's what I missed. Okay, much better. I dodged. What the frick? Probably could have just left the guy. Okay, that doesn't actually go anywhere, so we did all of that for nothing. That's fine. It's fine, I'm not disappointed or anything. Ooh, for a moment there I panicked and was sure that my microphone was not actually recording. Nope. That's it. Can I guess we have to jump. What the frick? There we go. Now what? Unfortunate. Okay. Well. Dang it. I always wondered if that was possible. And we wait. Hey, bud. I mean, the dodge was a little messy, but, you know, I'm okay with that. So, I think we go for the workshop. What's this? I thought it might go to the same place as the other hole, but, you know, a hole not explored. Something implying anal, I guess. I wanted that to go somewhere, and I couldn't figure out how to make it work. Dang it. I really wish picking up items did not require you to interact with the prompt itself. Oh, frick, I did not expect that. Bastard was going to kick me. Okay. Ow. Ow. Wow, that's a mess. And then we go in here. Okay. You can have that one. Ow. And then another for good measure. Dang it, I thought I could get the counter off in time. Got it.
You monster. What do you want with me? Wasn't it enough for you to steal my dancer?
I'm merely obeying the king, mademoiselle. Don't be afraid. You and your beloved machine will soon be reunited. I give you my word. Voila, here we are. Do you see that window? That's where she's waiting for you. Sale petite peste. I suggest you don't try that again.
Athenaiis. What could have happened to her in this workshop?
Ooh, I see that up there. I don't think I need to go any higher. Well, first things first, we loot. It's not going to be anything good, but... well, I like being wrong. Okay, so we have here the 1,000-cut claws, obviously a physical weapon. It's medium weight, so that's pretty good. It's in between the things I like, being fast and doing damage. It's got 40 impact, 32 immobilization, which it's not too bad once it's upgraded. It's got no power scaling, and it only scales with agility, of which we don't have much. And then there's its special move, Blade Storm. With this special move, the 1,000-cut claws inflict a barrage of blows in quick succession, dealing 28 physical damage, 6 impact, and 12 immobilization. I'm assuming these values are this low, not just because it's level 1, but because it deals these values per hit with Blade Storm. A note from the king, Monsieur le Comte. I regret the unforeseen difficulty of which you have informed me. If we do not put an end to it soon, the smooth running of our operations could be impeded. If, as you claim, the dancer has indeed left Saint-Cloud for Paris, if she is attacking our machines with the facility you describe, I demand that you discover as soon as possible the nature of the malfunction that allows her to ignore the orders she was given and learn why she has turned against us. Do not lose my trust. Signed, Louis. Also, there's this thing which people go into. Not great for them.
This notebook appears to be very old.
It's a Latin manuscript.
I should show it to Abbe Gregoire.
So that is the name that the Comte de Cagliostro uses to conduct his business discreetly.
An official document. I, Louis, King of France and Navarre, by the grace of God, permit Monsieur Giuseppe Balsamo, alias Joseph Balsamo, born in Palermo on the 2nd of June in the year 1743, to use the name and title of Alexandre Comte de Cagliostro with full rights and in all circumstances. Interesting. Ah. An ambush. A tale as old as time. Doesn't appear to be anyone else looking to accost me, so... Oh. Ow. It's difficult to tell which way this... Wow. Difficult to tell which way the guy is facing. Well, Late Storm is interesting. Oh, come on, just let me pick it up. Its animation is actually really fast. You're locked into it pretty freaking hard, but that's the case for pretty much anything you can do in the game. Good. That's a problem taken care of. Ooh, frick. It just laid down. Good. That's a door with someone I can talk to, but first... Interesting. Hello? Really? Usually when that thing is above a door, that means whoever's behind it can be spoken to. Where does this go, I wonder? Ah, really? Okay. Aha. It's only going to work so often, you know that, right? No, of course you don't. We've never met before. wait. We missed something. There was a doorway. Dang it. Really? I was late? I figured there would be someone in this corner here. That's why I didn't move up earlier. No, I can't go up there. What's with that threatening pose? Oops. Excuse me? He somehow attacked too short to interact with Perry. But well, I can't go over there because I don't know where that leads. Well, I don't remember if I've been there before anyway. Okay, good. It looks like I'm getting further, so... Oh, dear. Good. Didn't want to give that thing a chance to self-destruct. So that's back over. Whoop. Okay. It's an interesting shortcut. What is this? Hey there. Ah, right. that old issue where you can't actually go that far. Okay. But that's it for this place. We've got other things to do. It's good that we did take that little detour, though. Having that shortcut is useful to us. Yeah, let's do this first. Oh, right. It's not bad. My own stats are all over. Oh, that's where we are. My own stats are all over the place. Oh. Anyway. Ouch. All right. Kind of have to disagree with that. Ow. Man, the range on this weapon is really bad. See, the fire and ice would have actually hit there. Now, the second hit has distance, or the second attack has distance. Ugh. It's not looking great for these. Where are we going, anyway? The two. One over here. Of course I forgot there was a second floor. A letter addressed to the Lieutenant General de Police. I, Victor de... I have no idea. Marquis de Mirabeau. Interesting. Request that you contact the intendant of police of the city of Grasse to have my daughter, Louis Marquis de Capri, taken to the convent on Rue Tracastel. He shall entrust her to the care of the visitation sisters, who will ensure that she spends the rest of her life with them in prayer and contemplation. It is at this price that the poor woman shall be able, God willing, to wash away the blight on her soul. A letter from Dr. Mesmer. Monsieur le Comte, I'm still unsure of your true intentions. You and I both know the dispute between us that led to my flight. Despite the distance that now separates us, what I witnessed you doing still haunts me, and now you seek my help to perfect my art of suggestion? I believe I will give you whom I know to be capable of the worst. You believe I will give you whom I know to be capable of the worst, the means to deprive an innocent person of all free will and make them a docile servant? This leads me to believe, monsieur, that you have lost all common sense.
Rosette, you're so beautiful. You'll stay with me always, n'est-ce pas? Without you, mon ami, I'd be all alone.
This box is covered in astronomical symbols. It's no use. I can't get it open. I should show this to Monsieur B.
It does appear that we're done here in this area, so not enough to upgrade anything. Why is he still here? This guy's one we need to speak to.
Can I help you, Aegis?
What is the significance of these objects steeped in memories?
Nemes. I have reread every word that I have on them. Pages that have remained unintelligible to this day. These echoes go back to the beginning of time, to that fateful day in ancient Greece when some dark magician took it into his head to bind a soul to an inanimate object. You see, Aegis, There is nothing more diabolical, nothing more unnatural than this sorcery. The soul is the very essence of the divine. It refuses to submit to such an abomination and resists, eventually breaking. The earliest necromancers whose works have survived through the centuries all describe the same phenomenon. When a soul is fragmented, 3 shards of memory are torn from its consciousness and take shelter in 3 objects that the victim held dear. It's as if these memories wish to remain bound to the mortal who had held them until then.
I found this notebook written in Latin.
Indeed. Medieval Latin, to be precise. Oh, hold on. Bon sang. Aegis, what a find. This handwriting, I would recognize it anywhere. It's in Nicholas Flamel's own hand. Give me some time to study this, and I'll tell you what I'm able to glean from it.
Have you finished reading the notebook, mon père?
Yes, Aegis, and what I learned from it puzzles me. In this diary, Flamel tells of 3 journeys. 3 journeys into what he calls the in-between. A strange world filled with wandering souls. Tormented spirits that are unable to ascend to heaven.
This world... it's where Cagliostro's victims were trapped until I freed them.
En effet, I believe you're right. But that's not all. Flamel planned to return there a 4th time. He wrote this in the final paragraph, in his handwriting, dated 21st of March 1418. That was the day before he died, Aegis. What if his body died while his soul was traveling through limbo? What if he were trapped, a prisoner in this purgatory? Aegis, because of your unique nature, we have an incredible opportunity.
What do you mean, mon père?
If the soul that animates you has been bound to the automaton that serves as its vessel, then it can be separated from it too. And if this were the case, the soul would travel to purgatory, where Cagliostro entraps the souls of his victims.
Hold on. Are you trying to convince me to go and find Nicholas Flamel?
I'm offering you a chance to speak to the man who discovered the Philosopher's Stone. Surely you won't pass it up.
Assuming I agree to venture into purgatory, do I even have a chance of finding him there?
Certainly. According to this journal, the soul flies to the zenith of the place where it left the body of the deceased. Or that of the pilgrim, in this case. If Flamel's soul is trapped in purgatory, as we've guessed, you'll need to go to the house where he drew his dying breath.
Is it still standing?
Of course. It's on Rue de Montmorency, in the quartier de l'Hôtel de Ville. You can get there via the cemetery of the Église Saint-Jacques.
And how do you plan to free my spirit from this automat?
We would simply need to break the bond between them. To do this, we would need to stop your machinery. For a short time, of course. We don't want to lose you, ma chère. As for the rest, it will be a question of mechanics, chemistry, or electric currents, or something or other. Therein lies the problem. This is far beyond my comprehension. But it is fascinating, isn't it? Perhaps Monsieur Bailly and Monsieur Lavoisier could shed some light on the matter.
Goodbye, mon père. Monsieur Bailly. I found this box with astronomical symbols on it. I believe it belongs to Vaucanson's daughter.
Athenaiis' secret box. I built it with my own hands. It was my gift to her on her 15th birthday.
I wasn't able to open it.
Naturellement. Athenaiis and I are the only ones who know how. Allow me. You must arrange the planets the way they were aligned on the day of Athenaiis' birth. Voila, like this.
What's this locket?
Athenaiis is always wearing this. It contains a portrait of her late mother. She said it was her most cherished possession in all the world. To think, the poor child never knew her own mother.
Ludia! You monster! What did you do to her?
Oh, that.
Good God. Ludia, what happened? You froze the moment you touched the locket. I thought I'd lost you.
I saw her. Athenaiis de Vaucanson. The Comte de Cagliostro has her.
Mon Dieu. It is just as I feared.
He bound her spirit to an automat.
Please, say no more. Athenaiis. It is her spirit that animates you, is it not?
Yes. I believe so.
Seigneur, quelle abomination. It is vital that you go and find Athenaiis as soon as possible.
She is right in front of you. I am Athenaiis.
Alas, I fear that is not entirely accurate. You know nothing of Athenaiis, Ludia. Nothing of her past, her joys, her suffering. Nothing of her love for her father. You are but the vessel that harbors the poor child's soul.
Where can I find Athenaiis' body?
God only knows. Although I assume that the Comte de Cagliostro is taking pains to keep her alive, this is certainly the only way to keep her spirit alive in you. The only way to free her is to find her body.
Why was Eugène de Vaucanson imprisoned in the Bastille?
Once he discovered the king's true intentions, he refused to continue cooperating with him. He refused to use his talents to create this abominable army. But the king didn't take kindly to his resignation. Eugène did manage to get a letter to me just before he was arrested. Here, take it.
My dear Bailly, I am writing to you in secret and in great haste. May God protect the mechanical messenger I am sending to you with this letter. They have taken me prisoner and have made no secret of the fate that is in store for me. I am to be sent to the Bastille where they intend to force me to reveal my final secrets. Luckily, Athenaiis was able to escape, but they will certainly try to hunt her down. Go to her rescue if you can. If she falls into their hands, they will use her as an instrument of blackmail. But rest assured, they will not get anything more out of me, even if it means giving up my life. Adieu. Well, out of everything I was expecting to happen to Athenaiis. Athenaiis? I don't remember how. They just said her name a moment ago, and I don't remember how they said it. Anyway, out of everything I expected to have happened to her, to find out that she has been boxed and we're currently operating this automat with her soul.
What of your plan to go to the Bastille?
I am working on it.
The tunnels under Montmartre are the only way to get around the fortifications that cut off access to the fortress.
Were you present when the Estates General...
We've already been over this.
Positively.
Goodbye, Monsieur de...
Have you found my mother?
No.
Remember...
Goodbye, Monsieur le Comte.
Oh, right. The other thing we were supposed to talk. Well, hold on. We'll talk to him first.
Monsieur le Voisin.
Gunpowder, separating spirit. I talked to him about the gunpowder
Do
already.
you think there is any way to interrupt my internal clockwork?
To what end?
I would like to briefly sever the bond between my spirit and this automat.
It is a very strange request, madame. For what purpose do you seek to free your soul from its shell?
According to the abbot, my spirit would then be able to visit purgatory.
Oh, that dreadful place. Why on earth would you want to go there?
I hope to find answers to some very important questions.
You must understand, madame, that your very nature is a mystery to us. We are ignorant as to the principle that imbues you with life, nor do we know how your machinery works. That is why it is impossible for us to make even the slightest alteration. It would mean taking an unacceptable risk. Of course, if we had documents that could shed light on the matter.
Antoine, the blueprints.
What blueprints, mon ami?
Ludia's. Eugène gave them to me when he was working on the
What are we
modifications
looking at
ordered by
here?
the king. He wanted my opinion on the potential for reducing the size of certain key parts. The documents are obsolete now, but they could tell us quite a bit about the mechanical principles that are shared by Ludia and Aegis.
Bon sang, you're right. Where are the blueprints now?
Alas, the situation is not in our favor. I kept them in the safe at the observatory, but earlier, when I went there to collect my most important documents, before setting off for the convent, I found looters making off with its contents.
Blasted scavengers. Their kind are always quick to make the most of chaos.
I chased them to the keys, but was unable to apprehend them. When they disappeared into an underground passageway under the Louvre, I decided it was best not to follow them.
You acted wisely, mon ami. The automats are everywhere, and the marauders don't stand much of a chance.
I'll try to track them down. Goodbye, Monsieur Lavoisier.
Did you find the blueprints that were stolen from me?
No, Monsieur.
Don't think the looters... I find...
Goodbye, Monsieur.
Ooh, boy, that's... Whew. I don't know what was up with the camera there, but it's not like it's the first time something like that has happened. It's uncommon enough that it's not a big deal, but it's still pretty annoying. Let's see if we can get these blueprints before we put an end to the video. Really? I could have sworn we've been down here before. We'll find out if that's actually true. If it turns out there's loot down here to be gotten. Lord. The heavy attack does not change from the light. And so it just feels really clunky. I got hit by that. This weapon is not great. It lacks all of the things that make... Really? It lacks all of the things that make fire and ice, and frankly, even the... It's a freaking duder. But I do like that attack. The Blade Storm is fine. Still, not a good weapon. Not a great weapon. It's fine. And wow. What?
It hurts. It hurts.
Steel yourself, Claude. Just be thankful you got out alive.
I'm still in pretty bad shape.
Et puis quoi? Don't you think it was worth it? This tunnel is a gold mine. With what we've managed to gather, we'll be set for a long time.
Yeah, that's if you even get out.
Monsieur.
Huh? Who goes there?
Oh, so let's get the hell out of here. Run, Claude. Run if you can.
Oh, my lure. I told you we'd get caught.
it's taken me a little longer to examine the environment because it's bright outside and dark in the game, so what can you do? I'd prefer to be thorough. Ah, 2 duders. Oh, and a spider. So not only does that attack not stagger them, but I can be knocked out of it as well. Ow. Really? So what I'm trying to test out here is if the special move can be extended by holding the button. Mother fricking. No. The answer is no. That is interesting. If I can get the immobilize on them and open them up to a critical hit, I can take advantage of them being vulnerable by using the special move. Of course, I could also just use the much, much better fire and ice and then swap to that weapon, or this weapon, and then use Blade Storm to abuse that opening. And then swap back to fire and ice to finish the job, because I actually swapped when I didn't really intend to. But I mean, it's a lot of work for a weapon that's pretty inferior. But then again, being able to get that extra damage while the enemy can't do anything, it's pretty good. So do we go up here, or surely we go down here first? Yeah. Uh-huh. I mean, I heard you before I saw you, but surely you didn't think this would actually work, right? Get down from there, idiot. There's another one. Ow. Ow. So that didn't go as I had originally planned. God, it's just not a good... It's not a very good weapon. But only because the range itself of its first attack is way too short. You need to follow it up with the second to get in the actual distance. which means you're spending more stamina to do just as much as you would with fire and ice.
From the observatory. Poor souls. They didn't stand a chance.
Well, it's very kind of you to have any amount of sympathy for these guys. Hey there, buddy. Oh, dear. Dang it. Whew. I was not expecting there to be that many people in here. Hey, look at that, a carriage token.
Ludia's blueprints. Fortunately, they are in perfect condition. Monsieur Bailly will be delighted.
Thank goodness we investigated everything that was there. Correspondence. To Monsieur Bailly, here are the blueprints you asked for. Your thieves were not able to profit much from their theft. They met with an unfortunate end. To Aegis, an unfortunate fate, you say? Those poor devils probably do not deserve such a definitive end. What would they have done with these documents? By the grace of God, Monsieur Lavoisier and I have been able to learn valuable information from them. We have located the archaic timer system that Monsieur de Vaucanson used to set the duration of Ludia's dances. We are certain that this device is still in place. If we reverse it, we set an inactive time during which your spirit will be separated from your mechanical body. However, for you to be able to do this without our help, we must make one modification to your design. We must install a pin that you can remove at the appropriate time. Please return to the Cordelier convent as soon as possible. We could have just gone there like I was intending to. We didn't need to actually talk. It's weird. Which one should we do? Affliction multiplier. I don't know what the affliction multiplier does. I'm assuming it increases the amount of the effect that you inflict on them, on the target, such as with the counter for fire and ice inflicting burn and freeze. Maybe.
Monsieur Bailly.
And here we
Here are the
go.
blueprints you asked for.
Good heavens. You found them.
Yes.
The thieves were not able to profit much from their theft. They met...
Oh, certainly. Let us look at these documents.
No, Antoine, the F-wheel is not part of the cog that transfers the driving force to the escapement.
Diable, you're right. It's driven by the B-wheel, and its axis is on the shaft that's visible at this point.
Precisely. In fact, the shaft sits between the conical bearing and the small groove here. See?
True. It's decided then. All we would have to do is separate these two plates to disable the entire thing.
And to put them back in place at the agreed time to start the machine again.
You will not be able to assist me. I have to do it alone. Half a league away.
You must be joking.
By no means. You'll have to find another solution.
Unfortunately, madame, you're asking us to do the impossible.
Oh, ça, par exemple.
Once your spirit is untethered from this automat, it will be impossible for you to start the machine up again.
Hold on, my dear Antoine. Is this device in Figure 4? Is it still in place?
Yes, it is. What of it?
Bon sang. It's a timer. It's primitive, true, but fully functional.
The dial has marks from 1 to 15, probably minutes.
It was to allow Eugène to plan the duration of Ludia's dances in advance.
Oh, I see. And by reversing the position of this peg in the center, we could instead turn it into a period of inactivity.
Nous y sommes, mon ami. Fantastic.
Will Aegis be able to operate this device herself?
We'll make it easier for her. All you have to do is put a bolt there that she can remove when the time is right. Yes, a small iron rod will suffice. We won't have any trouble finding something that will do. When the timer dial reaches 0, the automat will come back to life. However, given the dial's fragility, we will probably get only one chance to try this.
Are you sure that the bond between my soul and this machine will be re-established?
Ma foi, I admit that we can't be sure of this. What do you say, mon père?
Don't be afraid, Aegis. Unless I've been wrong from the beginning, your soul will seek refuge in the only body it has available to it in this world.
Well then, shall we start the preparations?
Let's begin. My fate is in your hands, monsieur.
Voila. Everything is in place. When it's time, just pull on this metal loop to start the timer.
Remember, you will have 15 minutes and no more before your spirit returns to your body. We wish you good luck, madame.
Remember, to get to Rue de Montmorency, you're best going through the cemetery behind the Église Saint-Jacques in the Quartier de l'Hôtel de Ville. Here is the key to the gate. Our prayers are with you, my child.
And I know exactly where that is. So let's head directly there, and then we'll end the video at the Vestal closest to that point. For all intents and purposes, I'm going to cut the video from the travel here to that point I just mentioned. Welcome back. It's time to go. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves and everything you've seen here. We will be back next Wednesday with another episode. I believe that we only have 2 more episodes to go before we are actually done here. The next episode should cover what I'm expecting to be the final side quest. I can't be bothered to try and find Monsieur Mirabeau's mother. I can't be bothered. So, we're going to do this, anything else that comes up, and then we'll head directly to the final area and the point of no return. The video after that one will probably encompass everything that remains from the point of no return all the way through to the very end of the game, assuming that it doesn't take more than 2 hours. So expect the final video to be a long one, just to be safe. So set aside some time. That's going to be on Friday of next week, so I hope you're prepared. And so, with all that said, we will see you next time.
You see